I think we'll go and... Right. Is there a rapid transit somewhere? I could go through the wards again, I suppose. More lifts! Yay! And we'll tell her about that. I'm sure... Oh, I was going to look at the quests. Oh! Oh, I thought you'd tell her and then things would happen. So... Oh! Missing Marines! Sparta and Artemis Tau. I think... we might do that instead. Get all the side quests out of the way before fixating on the main missions, dealing with Saren.
Am I imagining things, LT, or are your abilities getting stronger?
I've always held back a little when I used my powers on living targets. Fear of hurting someone, I guess. But after what I saw on Eden Prime, I'm not holding back anymore. Not against the Geth, not against anyone.
How would she know what his level of strength was, considering they only met on Eden Prime? Like, if it's like, oh, this whole situation made me realise I need to use my powers more, and it's going to have been a slow, gradual thing, that would have made sense. Probably would have also helped if I'd used them more, and could actually experience a difference. It's called levelling up. Probably. Even the characters know it's real. Or at least it's kind of a, oh, it's not just a, oh, levelling up. It's more of a kind of, in character, the explanation about, he's getting stronger, or he's acting more powerfully. Yeah, so we'll go and find these missing Marines, shall we?
Presidium technicians are struggling to understand why a computer system catastrophically overloaded recently. Technicians are reportedly unsure of what caused the malfunction, or even what the system was originally designed to do.
Oh, you two weren't there.
CSEC is investigating the possible vandalism or misuse of public property.
That was entertaining. I think that's still one of my favourite videos. Just for the ending. Though I quite like some of my Dragon Age stuff that I've been doing recently. I think it's mainly because I'm fiddling around with it. I've done some editing in some of the videos. Editing! Yes, I know. I can actually edit rather than just cutting up videos like I do most of the time. Which is in and of itself editing, but with some of the Dragon Age it's been a bit more, well, a little bit more intensive. Just, yes, let's put some clips of random things in as well while we're at it. Once.
Reporter Kalisa Al-Jilani recently attempted to land an interview with Commander Shepard, the first human Spectre. Commander Shepard answered difficult questions, demonstrating that under that military uniform is a keen diplomatic mind. We'll have exclusive footage later today.
Ooh, that was a different audio quality there. Ooh. Still loading, eh? Right, there we are. Roughly. Come on, open up. And in we go. Let's take the deck back. We can think about whether we're going to go to Pharos or to the Artemis Tau system to find...
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
To find these Marines.
Decontamination in progress. Decontamination in progress.
Come on. It's not that hard, is it?
Decontamination in progress.
You've not even done that much. He was just homeless and drunk.
Decontamination in progress. Logged. The commanding officer is aboard. Exo Presley stands relieved.
Right. So, current missions and stuff. So we have Feros Vermeer, the Race Against Time, which is just find the conduit. I don't think that's actually a timed thing, though, from what people have said. So we're going to go to deal with the Geth attack, but I think we'll find these missing Marines first. Admiral Kahoku has asked us to find a missing recon team in the Sparta system. All contact with the team was lost shortly after they were sent to investigate suspicious activity in the area. Sparta system, I think, is in the Artemis Tau. Yes. And go looking for them. So that's what we'll do. Zoom out. Zoom out. Zoom out. Artemis Tau is over here. Ooh, Sparta. Bing on. Bing on? Bang on! Where I want to go. Or bingo, maybe. Bing on is what Microsoft wants. Is it Microsoft that owns Bing? I keep seeing things for Bing. Like, oh yes, try Bing! Compare and contrast it with Google by searching for 5 things, and Google always wins. I've had clean sweeps for Google. I've never had Bing win that. It's quite entertaining. I read that as Tremere, Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, is getting into my head. So we have, working in, we have Alsages. I think I've searched these. Small distant Alsages is a small terrestrial with a trace atmosphere of methane and argon. The surface is composed of water ice and calcium with occasional deposits of light metals. During the Alliance's pirate suppression campaign in the 2160s, the Batarian Eluam Ranpera was caught with his frigate Chineron grounded on Alsages for drive discharge. When challenged by the cruiser Hyderabad, I'm not sure where that is. Is that in India? I'm not sure. Ranpera refused to surrender. The Chineron was destroyed and attempting to take off the debris strewn across the southern hemisphere. Survey. Ooh, plutonium. In films, plutonium's always weapon grade. Probably because not weapon grade might be a bit boring. Ontamalka. Ontamalka is a large hydrogen-helium gas giant with traces of chlorine and sulfur in the atmosphere. Its massive gravity well, I would expect that to then been green. Its massive gravity well tugs many asteroids from the outer belt inwards, past the orbit of Eltaia and Aeolus, and eventually settle into the inner belt. Ontamalka's orbit is congested with hundreds of captured moons. Most last only a few thousand years before being ejected, dragged down into the atmosphere, or ripped apart by tidal forces and added to the gas giant's immense rings. Ugh. We've got some more hydrogen, because I'm sure we need it. Then we have Altaia. It is an unusually large terrestrial world with a trace atmosphere of methane and ammonia. The surface is frozen and mainly composed of sandstone, hence the red colour, and other sedimentary rocks with deposits of iron and chlorides. Judging by the sedimentary composition of the crust, it appears that Altaia once possessed an atmosphere thick enough to support some form of liquid, but would have to if it's sedimentary. What cataclysm stripped the atmosphere and left the planet to freeze is currently unknown. Oh dear. Aeolus.
Commander, I'm picking up a signal from the planet's surface.
Aha.
It looks like an automated distress beacon.
Right, here we are. Aeolus is a terrestrial planet with an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and nitrogen. Aeolus' surface is covered by wide deserts of silicate sand, with only a few areas of igneous rock highlands to break the abrasive dust-choked world. Aeolus' orbit is congested with debris thrown inwards by the gravity of the gas giant Ontamalka. Due to a high rate of meteor impacts, exploration is highly dangerous. We'll just survey this last one. Is there something else that popped up? Or was that just... Tremanri. Tremanri is a dwarf planet composed of light magnesium silicates with deposits of aluminium. Although it's spelled out aluminum, I'm going to say aluminium. Its surface is covered by wide swathes of ancient dark basaltic lava, possibly indicating the world was created through an impact with some other body in the system. The magnetic field is non-existent, blah 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 blah. Let's head to Aeolus, shall we? Maybe we won't. Ellipsis? Looks like these Marines might have to stay missing. Probably. Right, escape. Obviously the Normandy was hit by one of those meteors because it's crashed.